Gentleman reserves. Gentleman for what purpose does the gentleman from Oregon rise?
Speaker, I rise in opposition to the proposed amendment.
Gentleman is recognized.
I yield myself such time as I may consume. This amendment is a great example of how Democrats legislate, make a bunch of drastic changes, and then consider the consequences. The amendment calls for 2 studies to be conducted after the enactment of the bill to evaluate how state legislation of marijuana has impacted those states. The first study will be conducted by the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health on the impact of state legalization of recreational marijuana on the workplace. The second study will be conducted by the Department of Education on the impact of legalization to schools and school-age children. The amendment also requires the Department of Education to develop best practices for educators and administrators to protect children from negative impacts. This amendment recognizes the fact that the majority is blindly leading us down the path of marijuana legalization. The information to be provided by these studies would better serve this body and the children of America if we had it before legalization. Last year, the percentage of American employees testing positive for drugs hit a 2-decade high. This jump was driven by an increase in positive marijuana tests. This amendment is merely window dressing on a bad and incomplete bill, rather than tackle the actual problem of marijuana abuse at the workplace, which could have disastrous consequences. Democrats simply want to study the issue. This amendment is a tacit admission that they know this bill is flawed and is employed by the majority to say they have addressed one of the flaws. I fear the information that these studies will reveal may come too late for many if this bill were to become law. I reserve the balance of my time.